Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday meeting. We're out at Hollywood Bets Kenilworth, fresh back at the Kenilworth Racecourse, and look forward with Daryl Marie to a good meeting. We are going to run through the buy parts, obviously, and just give you some sort of idea as to what the market looks like with regards to the second race, which is a maiden plate over the 1,200 meters. Note that in terms of this race, you can take out the 16 and the 17. They've both been scratched, and the market's got the one Hilton Heads as top of the board. It's been priced up at 9-2. Joint with number 5, Touched by Angels, 9-2, and number 10, Protector of Peace, at 9-2. Some interest in the 4, Zagreb, shortened from 7-1 to 5-1. The 7, Gallic King, is 5-1, and then you've got about 8-1 and better the balance. Umzengeli Wenyati is trading around 8-1. It's 12s and better about the balance. There are a couple of first timers in the race, and just with reference to the most positive comments, before I ask Daryl what's going on, what came out, or it does come out of the second race, is that number 1, Hilton Heads, Andre Nell, says had a gallop, should run well, and the 15 was the most positive comment thereafter, Sky Pilot, hoping for a good run. Morning, Daryl.
Morning, Clyde. Just another comment with regards to number 13, Mzingeli Wenyati. Hollywood Racing says he is an honest individual and should be involved in the finish. Now, luckily, we only need the first race runner to survive over here. We've touched on the fact that there are several first-timers in this race. I've gone with numbers 2, 4, and 5. Number 2, Spanish Verse, fair debut. We know the winner on that occasion bolted up, so he wasn't too far behind the second-place runner. Number 4, Zagreb, he's a full brother to Zast. I liked his debut effort. Plenty scope for improvement. Probably looking for a touch further in time to come, but I think he can certainly feature over here. He ought to have built from that debut effort. And number 5, Clyde. That's the Raider from KZN, Touched by Angels, Richard Free for Peter Muscat. Started close to 20-1 on debut. There wasn't much support for him, but the first, the second, and the fourth place runners in that race all had racing experience. So I thought that was a fair enough debut. But I'm probably going to be leaning towards number 4, Zagreb, because we saw that form line being franked with Miami Summer winning from there midweek.
No bankers in this buy pot, as you can see. It costs 720 Rand. On to race number 3 now. Let's have a look at our next event on the card and work out what we're going to do just in terms of our pick sixes and all of the rest of it. The third race, I can just tell you with regards to some of the comments, if you want to know, that you may want to include, and that would be nothing. There's nothing specific that one needs to make reference to. Silver Salute, Dean Cannemeyer says include in the exotics, and Pete Puerta says Mon Papillon, he says, he's had a gallop but needs further and hopeful of a good run. Let's have a look in terms of the third race market then. Number 4, Iona Castle, 33-10, joint with the 7, Silver Salute. Number 2, Vixen's War, 5-1. Number 14, Taylor's Version, 13-2. And the 9, 7-0 Trump is 7-1. You can get 8-1 and better about the balance. Daryl, I noticed a tricky card today, not easy.
Very tricky, Clyde. My PA is also costly in the region of 720, so take a percentage if you are interested. Hollywood Racing, number 4, Iona Castle, encouraging debut. Seanville retains the ride and she has a place chance. So not too much confidence coming from the yard with regards to her chances, but she obviously has recorded a lovely debut and she can build on that effort. Number 2, Vixen's War, probably got the most experience of the year. She's very fit. I'm sure Chad will make that count in the early stages and she'll be on a bicycle. Probably others got more potential in time to come, but she could be a factor here today. A lot of improvement from the number 3, Spirit of Nicole for me. Now, she's a half-sister to the sprinter Axel. She took her medicine from a horrible draw last time out, and I like the way she passed a few runners in the straight. If she can be handier this time round, I think she'll pose a threat. And number 6, Blue Lagoon. We saw that form line being franked with a runner from Michelle Ricks winning from there called Williams what was it? Williams Woman. And Kalank followed up with a post-maiden second. So she goes into my PA, Clyde.
Okay, well, that's what it looks like, pretty much the story with regards to the place accumulator. There is a banker that we hopefully can depend on in that perm, but that also cost $7.20. Time now to have a look at the Sunday Pick 6 at Hollywood Bets Kenilworth. Update in terms of the fourth race for the market. Number 11, Hazel Green, is priced up 33 to 10. 12, South of France, 4 to 1. 1, Boozy Susie, 9 to 2. There is a little bit of money and interest in two horses. Number 4, Rosewood, shortened from 7 to 1 to 5 to 1. That's the Sereno Mootley and Andre Nell horse. The 8 horse Nanny Gold is trading at 11 to 2. The other one that they've nibbled away at is number 6, Eliza Mbali, shortened into 15 to 2, and they're betting 12 to 1 and better about the balance. But by no means an easy race, Daryl, the Pick 6.
Yes, I had to go wide in the opening leg. Let's touch on Hollywood Racing's comment. Number 1, Boozy Susie. She'll appreciate the step up in trip and has a place chance, Clyde. Now, I looked at her dam. Her dam was an out-and-out sprinter, but her second dam won the Grade 1 SA Classic, Urabamba, over 1800. So there is some stamina on the dam side. Number 4, Rosewood. You know, it's never easy turning into the straight towards the back of the field at Durbanville, but she certainly quickened in the straight. I think from a neater draw this time round, she could be more positive, and I expect her to reverse the form with Eliza Mbali, who got it easy up front last time out. So races aren't run on paper, but I expect her to reverse the form on what I saw with the naked eye. Number 8, Nanny Gold. She's probably held by South of France, who is held by Hazel Green. But she is improving herself, and she is by or out of a Silvano mare, and she now steps up to 1400. So there could be some improvement to come on her behalf. A little bit skeptical on that form line. Number 11, Hazel Green, is as honest as the day is long. Let's see how that form line has stood up with Iona Castle in the previous race, because she ran fourth behind Sashi 1 and Hazel Green finished second on that occasion. Yes, Clyde, she's probably the most consistent in the field, but she does have a tricky draw to contend with. And there are other runners over here. So I'm actually going to be leaning towards Boozy Susie, because I thought last time out she was overdoing it slightly in the early stages. And this time around, from stallgate number 1, Sean Veal can come out and hopefully get her to relax, and she can produce her best effort towards the latter stages.
Okay, that's a look at the snapshot Pick 6. It cost $2.88 that perm for 10%. On to race number 5 now. Let's get on to jackpots and work out what our play is with regards to the jackpot. In terms of the time you need to be on is 3:05. And this is a progress plate over 1,600 meters, where Native Ruler, in terms of the weights, comes in best and is currently trading at 16 to 10 on Friday morning. Number 6, Okavango, is at 22 to 10. Number 1, Captain West, is trading at 7 to 2. And they bet number 8, Hat's Pride, at 5 to 1. The rest are double figures, 12 to 1 and better about the balance. Daryl, the Native Ruler, the right one?
Well, Clyde, he's been off the track for 4 months, so I don't know where he is in his preparation, but this isn't his target, and he's certainly got the class to make a winning return, but it is over a distance short of his best. We have to take into account that he earned his rating in the Daily News over 2,000 meters, but he's going to race fresh, and he could certainly pull it off. Second favorite, Clyde, Okavanga, the second best weighted. He's held on all 3 occasions that they've met. That's Okavanga and Native Ruler. So one has to be confident in the fact that Native Ruler will finish ahead. But you saw him, PA, Clyde. I banked at number 1, Captain West. Excuse me. Now, he's only third best in over here, but he's supremely fit. I love the fact that they're stepping him back up to a mile. He's only run over a mile twice in his career. And the last time, I know he was beaten by 10 Penny, but 10 Penny's a lovely improving sort, and on that occasion he gave him as much as 7.5 kilograms. That's a lot of pudding. Now he gets the gun draw. Callan will put him in the right position, and with that racing fitness edge, I expect him to certainly fight out the finish. But on the weights, Native Ruler, very, very tough to beat.
Okay, but we're putting both of them in. 1 and 4 are going into the first leg. Here's a reasonable cost for you in this jackpot at 60 Rand. On to the Southeaster Sprint now. Race number 6 on the card. Number 5, Raven Black. They bet 5 to 1 the field. 5 to 1 the 5, Raven Black. The 13, the US of A, is 11 to 2. Number 6, Scottish Kiss, is 13 to 2. And there are a number of horses that are priced up at 10 to 1. So it's one of those kind of races that you're going to need a number of horses, Daryl, I would imagine. How would have you worked out?
Yeah, very difficult race. Now, on paper, you open the book and you see Muzi and he's ridden Arctic Wizard to victory in his last 2 starts. And he's now aboard Sardinia Bay. But I think Mr. Enyan needed a lightweight jockey, and I don't. This is my opinion, and I don't think that Muzi Yeni actually chose Sardinia Bay over Arctic Wizard. So I've got a preference for Arctic Wizard. Sardinia Bay is under sufferance of by 3 kilograms, so I prefer the 1 to the 3. Number 2, Dean Street. Yeah, he's in cracking form, and last time out a nice comeback effort. Samanga's gonna, I think, bank that inside running rail. He likes to show a lot of toe, and he can pose a threat. He loves the course and distance too, and if the going's favoured towards the inside, Clyde, he could certainly fight out the finish. The pace does appear to be towards the inside of here. Numbers 1, 2, and 3 are very, very quick. Number 5, Raven Black. Now he's been backed up fairly soon. You can see, I mean, he's a 6-year-old. He's been to the track 7 times, so he comes with a lot of issues. But obviously, James was happy with how he pulled up. If you watch the race last time out, his comeback effort, he was over racing in the early stages. If he can settle back up the straight, we know how highly regarded he is. He could blow this field away. I wouldn't be surprised. James is on record that he believes he's the best horse he's ever trained, if I'm not mistaken. Kai Boy, his latest run, you can just put a line through it completely. That wasn't him. And he's actually better off with the Arctic Wizard by 5.5 kilograms. I'm expecting him to bounce back to his best. And we have to touch on the US of A, Clyde. Last time out, he did get beat by Elusive Winter, but the two of them pulled so far clear of the balance of the field. And he himself holds Arctic Wizard. Richard's down to 53.5. Let's see where the going is up the straight. We know he can quicken in a stylish manner. I've only gone 5 runners here, and to be quite frank, I'm nervous.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you guys can afford to go the field, if we're not sure about this, because it does appear to be quite a tough race, maybe go the field and take a percentage. But on the basis of what you see on screen, that jackpot costs 240. On to race number 7 now. Let's talk about the Cape Classic. It's a Group 3 over the 14. Remember, we are on the winter course. That's the course that's closest to the grandstand. It's the shorter running of the 2 tracks over there that go around the bend. And that's obviously a stepping stone into the Cape Guineas that we look forward to watching in December. The latest on the market has got number 8, Aristocratic, a horse they're backing, shortened from 28 to 10 to 5 to 2 to 22 to 10 Friday morning. 10 Good For You is 5 to 2. 9 Randolph Hurst is 9 to 2. Number 6 Count of Ruin is at 11 to 2. And then you can get 8 to 1 and better about the balance. They're backing the Canamea horse here, Daryl.
They are indeed, Clyde, and he returned with a lovely effort at Durbanville when running 4th in the Matcham. 3rd on that occasion was Outlaw King, who came out and beat Zeiss, so the form's franked. I just hope that they are going to go at a decent pace. We saw Good on You, or Good For You, last time I'd stretched the field, and absolutely, yes, can also get pushed forward. But I certainly hope the pace is on, because I like 2 runners over here who generally tend to drop out and do their best work late, and that is Aristocratic. If you have a look at the best weighted column, he's joined best in over here, and he has had that return effort, so he's going to certainly strip fitter. But like I said, he likes giving a chance and getting home late. Number 9, Randolph Hurst. Always loved the look of this individual. Now, he has won over the course and distance here before, but I'm sure JP is going to give him a chance for the tricky draw. He's returning from a layoff, but you need to listen to Justin Snaith's comments. He's doing great and will run to his best form. Now he's returning as a gelding this time round. And like I said, let's hope the pace is genuine because we can see them flash up late on the shorter running. Good for you. Last time out, he was slung at the weights. Although he was returning from a layoff and the word was out that he was going to be in need of that run, this time round he isn't best weighted. So you have to take that into consideration. But I was actually pleasantly surprised with that comeback effort because the horse that just got the better of him late is a very, very smart sprinter in the making. Yeah, if you want to add one other into my double, I'd probably look at Absolutely Yes, but I'm leaning towards Randolph Hurst ahead of Aristocratic. So 9 from 8 for me.
Okay, and at the back, we're taking that double, the 7th into the 8th, 8, 9, 10, into the 4 and 5. Okay, back with us for the 8th race on the card. We'll take you through the latest in terms of the Betway markets on the Friday morning, and they got 3-1 about the 8 Green Gateway from the Dean Kanemayer Craig Zaki combination. The 11 Night Rain is at 7-2 second favourite, I beg your pardon. 4 Star Majors 11-2, and number 6 Street Outlaw is 7-1. There's a bit of shrewd money, if you like, for a horse called Freedom Fighter. The 12 horse from the Glen Cotson stable opened up at 14-1, has shortened into 8-1, 8-1 about the 1 Green Garnet, and then 12-1 and better about the balance. Daryl, 2 more to go, the 8th race. What do you make of it?
Yes, Clyde. Now I've taken a real gamble in all of my perms of here. I've only got numbers 4 and 5. Now when I opened the book and I saw that Star Major was having his second run after arrest, I was going to banker him because I loved his comeback efforts. I've rated this horse from day one since I saw that finishing effort behind All the Rage. But Clyde, it is over 1200. I would have been slightly more bullish if it was around the bend of a 1400. So that's my reservation. But I think he's certainly a horse to follow in the season. He is going to win his races. I don't know where he'll end up in time to come, but I was very pleased with what I saw last time out. But the one I'm going for over here as a suggested bet is number 5, One Liner. Now you'll see in his penultimate starts, he is held by Star Major, but he's as much as 3.5 kilograms better off with Star Major. And on that occasion, he was very awkward around the bend. Last time out, Muzi from Storgate number 1, he couldn't get the cleanest of breaks. And then Muzi, Yenny just asked him to hold his position and he tended to over race. And I thought he was going to compound in the straight, but yet he was very dogged in the finish. And he stayed on to run 3rd behind Gimme Rules. I prefer him with a bit of cover, settle, and let's hope Muzi now can get it right on his 3rd occasion for him. If he can just put him to sleep behind them, Clyde, this horse is capable of turning it on. And I think he should certainly run into the money. I wouldn't be surprised to see him end up in the winner's enclosure.
Okay, it is the 1200. It's a class 4, and One Liner as we speak is priced up on to around 12-1 on the Friday morning.